Hello and welcome to Traditional Painting the Digital Way. This is where I use digital painting apps to teach traditional painting techniques. This is part 3, the last part in my Ghost Cowboy series, and this is going to be my drawing for Inktober and also for Halloween. And the app that we're going to be using is Infinite Painter for Android, and here I've started the inking for the background, and I've used a little bit of some purple ink and also a little bit of some brown ink. And for the clouds in the sky, you want to use a really thin line and probably use sort of a gray ink. I don't want these to look real bold. Now again, if you don't have anything but black ink, then just go ahead and use a really thin line to do the clouds and make them sort of a broken line just to give it a look of a real wispy looking cloud. And again, we want to go ahead and let some of the background show through the ghost because we're trying to make him look transparent. And then for the ghost, I want to go ahead and use a black ink because he's going to be the main subject in the painting, so I kind of want him to be a little more bold than the rest of his surroundings. So here I'm just working on the bandana and also the shape of his body, his arms, and the ghost, the little ghost look that they have, the round head, round arms. And I'm just kind of working on the hat. I want to show that it's crooked on his head. I like the little crooked look that he's got. It's tilted on his head. And just working a little bit on the details of the hat, trying to show some of the texture of the hat and the roundness, drawing some lines in the front, some curved lines to show that it's round. And then I'm working on his face, and I want his mouth to be really dark, and also the eyes, working on the shape of the eyes. You could just leave this with watercolor, black watercolor if you want, if you get it on thick enough, or you could even use some black gouache, but I wanted to go ahead and just add it with ink. And so here I'm just kind of coloring it in and trying to get the shape of his eyes correct. And I kind of had to work on that a little bit to try to make it the shape of his eye a little bit better. And if you're using digital, you can go ahead and erase it. If you're not, you can either try a really thick gouache, or you can just leave it and give it a sketchy look, which mine has sort of a sketchy look anyway. I'm not doing a real big, smooth ink look. I kind of want a sketchy look to this painting. I just like to do pen and ink kind of like that. I like the sketchiness of it. And so here I'm just kind of working on, he has little stars on the hat. And so I'm going to go ahead and you can use white acrylic paint, or you can use white gouache, or you can use your watercolor, but gouache might actually work best, or you can use a white gel pen here. And I'm just making little indications of the stars that are on his hat band. And then I just want to go ahead and do a little bit more sketchiness right there on the bottom. And here I'm going to go ahead and sign it. But that usually doesn't mean that I'm finished, and in this case I wasn't, because I forgot to put the pattern on his bandana. And so what you can do for the pattern on the bandana is you can either take a really thin brush and do it with white acrylic, or you can use white gouache, or you can just get a gel pen and or a acrylic pen even. But I think a white gel pen would actually work quite well on this too, because we don't want a real big thick white line. We just kind of want again a transparent look, um, but enough to show that there's a design on the bandana. And so that's what I'm doing here, just working on the color of the bandana, just trying to get the little white impression that there's a design on there. It doesn't have to show up real big. You just want to get the design on there so that it shows that it's a cowboy bandana. And so then I'm just kind of taking a look at it and seeing what, if I'm finished, and if I like that, then I'm just going to call it good for my Inktober painting. So that's it. That's my Inktober painting, and it's also my Halloween painting for this year. And it was just kind of a fun little painting to do. It didn't take a whole lot of time, but I think it turned out fairly well, and I think it's just kind of a nice little cute ghost painting. So stick around for something new coming pretty soon. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below. If you have any suggestions about what you would like to see, also leave those in the comments down below. And I will catch you later.